You know that feeling? You've just finished a fantastic meal, and then it hits. That familiar, uncomfortable feeling in your stomach. It's so frustrating, right? Well, what if I told you the answer might not be in your medicine cabinet, but actually right there in your spice rack? Today, we're going to break down a super simple and really inexpensive home remedy for digestive relief.
Yeah, that feeling. The gas, the bloating that makes you feel just heavy. Or maybe it's that burning sensation from acidity and heartburn. Sometimes you might even feel a bit nauseous or just kind of weak. It can totally ruin the memory of a great meal.
And look, it's so easy to just reach for an antacid for a quick fix. But this approach is all about using something a bit more natural. And the best part? The key ingredients are probably sitting in your kitchen right now, just waiting to be turned into this powerful digestive helper. Let's see what they are.
Okay, so the heart of this whole remedy is this simple but really potent mix of 3 common spices. We're not talking about anything exotic or hard to find here. This is all about using the power of everyday spices you already know.
So here are our 3 heroes: ajwain, which you might know as carom seeds, fennel seeds, and cumin seeds. And the formula could not be easier. You just take 2 spoons of each. That's it. Equal parts. Simple as that.
Now, if you want to give it an extra digestive boost, you can. The recipe suggests adding just a pinch of salt and a pinch of asafoetida. That's a really pungent spice also known as Hing. These 2 are totally optional, but they're definitely recommended if you have them.
All right, so you've got the ingredients. But how do you actually turn them into this magic powder? Well, the process is incredibly straightforward, and honestly, it only takes a few minutes. Let's walk through it together.
First thing you're going to do is dry roast the ajwain, fennel, and cumin seeds in a pan on low heat. You're just trying to warm them up a bit, not toast them until they're dark. Once they're heated, take them off the heat and let them cool down completely. This is a really important step. Don't skip it. Then, once they're cool, you just grind them into a fine powder. A coffee grinder works great for this. Finally, mix in your optional salt and asafoetida, and then pour the whole thing into a glass airtight container. That'll keep it fresh.
All right, your powder is made and ready to go. Now for the most important part. How and when do you actually use it to get that relief? Because timing and method are everything here. So the best time to take this is about a half hour after a really heavy meal. Think about your big lunch for the day, or maybe after a huge dinner at a wedding or a party. Basically, anytime you know you've put your digestive system through its paces.
And taking it is just as simple. You just take 1 spoonful of your powder and mix it really well into a glass of lukewarm water. Drink it down, and you're all set. Now, for this to really work, you gotta be consistent, especially at the start. It's recommended that you try this every day for 15 days. That little trial period gives your system enough time to adjust and respond, so you can really tell if it's making a difference for you.
So what does this look like long term? Well, for the first 15 days, you're going to take it daily, after your main heavy meal. After that, once you're feeling the benefits, you can switch over to more of a maintenance plan, maybe just using it 2 or 3 times a week, or whenever you feel you need it after a particularly big meal.
So, what's the payoff? What are we hoping for here? Well, the idea is to get some real digestive relief. This remedy is meant to help with gas and acidity, ease that awful bloating and heartburn, and it might even help with any nausea or weakness that comes along with it. And as a bonus, some people find it helps improve a poor appetite too. But at the end of the day, with any home remedy like this, the real test is just trying it, seeing how your own body responds. The difference is really something you just have to feel for yourself.
Okay, and this is super important. We have to be clear. This is a home remedy for common, everyday discomfort. It is absolutely not a substitute for professional medical advice. If your symptoms are persistent, or they're severe, or they're getting worse, please make sure you talk to a doctor.
This little 3-spice powder is such a great example of how our own kitchens can sometimes be like a medicine cabinet. It really makes you wonder, right? What other simple, everyday ingredients have you found that are surprisingly effective? It's just a great reminder of all the wisdom that might be hiding right on our shelves.